Today I'm going to try to flush the coolant system to try to clear out not only the bad coolant but the heater core, because the heater isn't working. Air conditioning works, heater doesn't. First thing I got to do is take out this air box. I didn't put in this air box. This is what came with it. Oh, I guess, I don't know, that just kind of popped off of there. I don't know what that deal is, but oh, maybe this pops off just like the original one. I've only ever had one previously with the original air box. Oops. So that seemed to pop off. Is that one gonna pop off? Oh, yeah. Okay. It's moving. So then I should be able to disconnect this little thing here. Now that I've got that out of the way, there are 3 bolts down here to take care of to get this air box out of the way. This is the stock bottom part of the air box, I believe. If not, it at least has the same bolts in there. And the whole purpose of this is to get down to the radiator hose right there. Now that we've done that, we have access to see where my power steering is leaking, which is all too common in these. And we have access right here to the radiator hose. Now, of course, whoever put this on last has the screw to loosen it in a very inconvenient position. Alright, that was a little bit of work, but I got the hose off. I will move that clamp into a better position when I put it back on. Pull it off. You're gonna make sure you got something to catch your fluid down there. And so that thing is draining out. There's still stuff in this hose too, but I'm gonna be flushing the system, so I'm not too concerned with that. In the meantime, I'm also gonna be changing my thermostat. What you apparently are supposed to do with this, there's a bolt right here and there's a bolt up underneath, and I think that is it. 2 bolts. That whole housing comes off, and we're gonna throw a new thermostat in there as well. The thermostat was way worse than I thought it was. I got it in, I wasn't able to film it. If I have to redo it, I'll film that. Now I'm moving on to doing this Prestone flush kit. You have to cut into your heater hose right there, the bottom one. Put in this little T, hook it up, and now I'm about to hook it up to our hose. Right now I'm running the flush, so the hose is connected to my line there, and the water is coming out the bottom. Very sudsy looking. That's interesting. But I got the new thermostat in, and it doesn't look like it's leaking now. I put it in the first time and it was leaking. I had to take it off and scrape it off with a razor blade. So hopefully now this has worked. I've got about 3 minutes left on this, and then I'll be putting the whole thing back together and filling it up with antifreeze. Something that I noticed is that the radiator itself, with the hose disconnected in the bottom, because there's no drain cap on these Cherokees, the radiator itself wasn't getting flushed. So I hooked the hose back up on the bottom, and now I'm letting the water just come out the fill cap. Of course this is messy, but I mean, what are you gonna do? All in all, the flush thing really wasn't that difficult. My only thing that I would have done differently is the location of where I put this. I was trying to get it more towards the middle, but after I cut it, it ended up being pretty far in here, and it's right underneath these cables and stuff, and that's annoying, but I looked at it as, well, I'll do this right now. It just kind of is what it is. As long as it doesn't leak, I don't care. And I can always just replace this lower heater hose if I have to. And in fact, I might just order one to have it on standby in case anything happens with that. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. Now I just need to put it back together and fill it back up. I got everything back together, and although the cooling system seems to be working better, I'm still not getting any heat. And as I'm looking at it, as I'm going through it, just bought this thing not more than a week ago, and as I'm looking at it, I think that it could use a new radiator because it's pretty gummed up. This thing sat for a while, so it could use a new radiator. I put a new thermostat in it already, and I'm hoping not, but it probably could use a new heater core as well. And I'm not sure if these things have a in-cabin air filter. If they do, it probably needs changed as well. So that's today's video. Thank you for subscribing, and remember, XJ every day.